And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chris Jones now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And here comes Berrios. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a couple. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ashton Davis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Berrios. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. from the gun. He'll hand this off. Shedding the tackle. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's like a freight train, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth, gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I just need just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast. The new Nike commercial they debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing! You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, and